If you're still dropshipping from AliExpress, then you need to stop right now and watch this entire video because your store could potentially get banned if you're using it the wrong way.
Now, even if you're new to dropshipping, you've probably heard all the noise around AliExpress. Complaints about long shipping times, poor product quality, and nightmare experience with suppliers.
So in today's video, I'm clearing everything up and I'm showing you how to start dropshipping from AliExpress the right way. So that way you can ensure success in 2026. All right, so let's just go ahead and clear up the big question in the room. Is it legal to dropship from AliExpress? Are you allowed to do this? And the simple answer to this is obviously yes, you can do it. But you need to be very careful from what you source and from who you source, because there's a lot of things on AliExpress that you really need to pay attention to. I'll show you that in just a second, so bear with me because these are very important. This is crucial. Now, AliExpress has a lot of pros and a lot of cons. So I'm gonna start with the cons because you need to know this right from the beginning before you even get started. And one of the cons is that there's a lot of bad quality products on there. And the easiest way to go around this and to find the right products is by simply looking at reviews. So let's just jump to our screen really fast and let's just look at something really fast. Let's look at a back corrector. Now this is just something that I'm thinking about. So you can choose whatever product it is that you're looking for. Now from here, the one thing that we need to do is going to be to look for reviews. And we also need to look for products that have been selling. Now let me show you this. This one right here shows 4 have been sold. It has a couple of coupons. We never want to pay attention to coupons. Trust me. That's going to completely throw off all of our profits and it can even cause us to lose money. So disregard any coupons. Don't see that as a potential way to make extra money or higher profits. Now this one here looks a little bit better. It has 4.5 stars and it has 41 that have been sold. So let's open up this one in a new tab. This one has 7 that have been sold. Too little. We need more proof. Right here, 4.2 stars, 4,000 have been sold. Let's go ahead and click on that one, and let's click on the one next to it because that one has 1,000 sold. This one has 20, 3.5 stars, and looks exactly like the one next to it. So I'm just going to go with this one. All right, so we have 1, 2, and 3. All right, now this is a bundle deal. So whenever you see this Dollar Express, just go ahead and click off of it. Because if we go over here, we can see, where did we see this? Which one was this? I believe it was it this one? It was this one. Now, when it comes to bundle deals, these can get very confusing. The prices can fluctuate. So if you see a bundle deal, just exit it out. I mean, you can go ahead and use them if you know what you're doing and if you know how to adjust your prices correctly. But personal opinion from personal experience, just go with a regular listing. It's just going to cause a lot less headaches. So let's go ahead and close that one out. And now we have 2 of them. All right, perfect. So this one, we only have 2 different options and they're 2 completely different back correctors. So there's a few things we can do here. We can either go ahead and list both of them on our site, or we can choose one or the other. For me, if you have a 1 product store, fine, just go with one. But if you have a store that focuses on health or anything or any of that sort, then you do want to go ahead and just add both of them. There's no reason why you shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you're drop shipping, you're not holding any inventory, and you're not going to be really wasting any money by having the 2 in your store. If one doesn't sell, replace it. No big deal. So now what do we need to look for? So I told you to look for pretty much social proof. So how many reviews and how many have been sold. This one only has 2 reviews and they aren't very detailed. They're just stars. So if you want to go ahead and test this one out, order a sample to yourself, see how it is, and then sell it to your store. But since we don't always have that luxury because we don't want to be ordering 1,000,001 samples, we want to look for something like this, 135 reviews. The seller has over 700 sales. And when I say the seller, I mean the seller of this product. One thing that you need to know is that AliExpress is not a supplier. AliExpress is a marketplace filled with suppliers. It's kind of like an eBay, but with international items, cheaper products, wholesale products, things like that. Now, here we have 135 reviews. So let's go ahead and check that out. For this product itself, there's 32 reviews and it's 4.9. So it is a little bit better than the last one. So this does give me a bit more confidence in adding this to our store. And to make things even better, there's images. And this is what I love to see. I want to see social proof. I want to see people that have been using this product and have been finding success in it. They actually tell you this product is worth it. Now combine these with the different reviews and you'll be good to go. So far, this looks like a pretty good product. We have excellent, really nice, item as described, fast shipping. Came to the post office, record 5 days, so fast shipping. We can see that this person is actually using it. That's actually what it looks like. And it looks just like the image. So far, this product is checking all the boxes. We can go ahead and dropship this product. Now, one thing that I also really want you to see is what I had mentioned earlier. This is one of those things that you really need to pay attention to. So if you look at the price, you see that it's currently selling at $682. Don't expect to pay that every single time. Now, let me show you something else. Let me open up an incognito window, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take that link. I'm gonna post it on here. Sometimes you have a buyer discount. So check this out. Right now it's at $750. See how the price fluctuated? The reason for this is because a lot of the times if you're not signed into AliExpress, or if you haven't made a purchase from AliExpress, you're gonna have a special one-time coupon. And you don't wanna be basing your pricing off of that coupon. What you wanna do is you wanna base your pricing off of this right here, the actual listing price. So I'm never gonna think that this is $750. I'm always gonna see this as $15. So when I start to set my profits and I wanna do, let's say, double what I make, I'm gonna be selling this at a minimum of $30. $750, and this one is $682. It's a few cents difference, but again, this is not what we're going for. We're going for this right here. So let's take a look at the shipping, because this is something that's also very important that we always need to take into consideration. If we're dropshipping in the US, we don't want to ship them something from China. We want to make sure that it's coming out of the US warehouses. And that's one cool thing about AliExpress. It's not like back in 2020 where everything was coming from China and it took 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. Now, some products ship directly from within the US because they're already imported previously. And they're going to get to your customers within maybe 5-6 days. So what we want to look for is we want to look for over here. We want to see, for one, free shipping, because that's always going to help us out, especially if it's over $10. And usually this is going to be $15. So we'll be good. Next, we want to check out the courier company. So who's taking this to our customers? We always want to make sure that we have USPS, FedEx, or UPS. They have to be on there. If you have something like China Post or anything like that, expect a little bit of extra delivery time, because that more than likely means that it is coming from overseas. Now, again, that's not always a problem, but customers like fast shipping. We're in the age of Amazon. People want stuff literally yesterday. So just always be on the lookout for that. Now, another thing we want to look at is this right here. We want to look at the returns, because we want to make sure that if we have a product that for some reason doesn't work or our customers don't like it, we can return it to the supplier and we don't have to take that hit. If our supplier does not accept returns, then if our customer wants to return the product, we're going to have to give them the money back, and then we're stuck with that product because our supplier's not going to take it. All right, so that's how you can start to vet some of the products and really just make sure that what you're selling is, for one, quality, and two, it's something that's going to get to your customers on time, so you don't have any chargebacks or any customer complaints or simply just any negative reviews. Now, another thing that you really need to look out for when it comes to dropshipping from AliExpress is going to be the types of products that are being dropshipped, or the types of products that they're selling. So check this out. If we simply just go to the AliExpress homepage and we start scrolling through, we're going to be loaded with a lot of products that we shouldn't be selling. For example, let's see here if I could find a few. This right here. So K-pop Demon Hunters, we are not allowed to sell that because it's copyright. So anything that's copyright can and most likely will get your store shut down, or you can get a cease and desist. I actually had an Etsy store at one point that was banned because I was selling copyright products. And it's not worth it, because I had like 400 sales on it, and just from one day to the other, it was gone. And it was all because I was selling copyright products. So if you see something like this, anything that is a brand, anything that is a known character, anything that has a copyright or trademark, don't do it. Now, even if we look at this one right here, the dog face, this is a play on North Face. Can you sell it? I mean, technically yes, because it's a parody, but I don't know. It can get kind of tricky. That's like a gray area. But then if we look at this one right here, you definitely cannot sell this. Why? Because that's a Goomba from Super Mario. And Nintendo does not play with their copyrights. Trust me. They will send you a cease and desist almost immediately. So that's one thing that you really need to look out for. It's something that's very easy to look out for, but it's also something that's kind of hard for people not to do, simply because they're easier to sell. But because they're easier to sell, it's a lot easier for your store to get taken down or to get shut down, whether it's Etsy, Shopify, or wherever it is that you're dropshipping, even on eBay. eBay will automatically check this and they'll just cancel that listing for you. So it's just not worth it. Now, another type of product that you shouldn't be selling on AliExpress is going to be things like health-related products. Anything that can make any sort of claims for weight loss or anything like that, you can sell it, but you need to be very careful. Now, if you're dropshipping something like, let's say, supplements, or anything that people are going to be ingesting, I highly suggest that you do not do that and you actually look for a supplier that is focused solely on that. Simply because you don't know where these products are coming from, you don't know where these supplements are being made, and a lot of the times they're going to require some sort of regulation. So always watch out for that as well. If you want, we actually have a video on supplement dropshipping. It's this one right here. You can go ahead and check that one out a little bit later on after this video, if that's the niche that you want to get into. Now, AliExpress actually has some really good resources for you to start using to find winning products. And one of them is going to be the AliExpress Dropship Center. So if we click over here, you do have to log in for this. So create an account, it's totally free. And when you're logged in, you can scroll down to here, the DS Center. Now, when you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. And this is literally just products that are trending on AliExpress, period. These are products that have been selling in the last month or in the last few days, and they've been picking up in traction. So if we look here, we can see that this one right here, this is 30 pieces of Christmas 3D nail art from the looks of it. And it's $2.08. Never take that into consideration. Always go for $4.24, the cross style price. And we can see that it has 4.9 stars and 4,000 sold. So if this is your niche, this could be something that you want to dropship because there's hype around it right now. Same thing goes for, let's say, this little Santa, what is this? A Santa dog costume. 1,000 have been sold, 4.3 stars. And look, this is Stitch. It's labeled as a bunny hat, but clearly it's Stitch. Do not touch that. Disney is not fun to deal with. The mouse will try to put you in the house. Just trust me. Then we have a couple of other products, as you can see. I mean, everything's pretty much the same as you scroll through. You're going to have the star rating, the price, and the units sold. So pretty much this page is going to tell you products that have been selling, and it gives you proof here with the amount that have been sold. So if you're ever looking for product ideas, this could be one of the places that you go to actually start finding new products. Now, speaking of products, AliExpress is a great place to find new and upcoming trends. Now, this is something that you're going to have to kind of wire your brain to look for. And the way that you do this is with your phone. So the easiest way to do this is going to be by simply doom scrolling. As bad as that sounds, get on TikTok and train your algorithm. What you want to do is you want to start scrolling through. You want to look for videos that are offering you products that you look at and you're like, I can buy this from AliExpress. This looks like something that I could buy from AliExpress. A lot of them are being promoted through TikTok Shop. So that's just a quick tip for you. Make sure you like them, share them. Before any of this, create a new account, a ghost account, just specifically for product research. And just keep interacting with those videos. Keep interacting with videos that are promoting products, and you're going to start getting more and more of those, and you're going to start seeing unique products. Then from there, what you can do is you can take that information, and then you can look for that same product on AliExpress. Now, another thing that you can do is also source your products through the AutoDS handpicked product section and our marketplace. So if we go to our AutoDS account, which, by the way, if you don't have an account with AutoDS just yet, you can get started right now for just $1 for the next 2 weeks. And you can enjoy all of the benefits of automation and everything that I'm about to show you. So on here, we have a marketplace, and you can actually select AliExpress as a supplier. So all of these products are going to come from AliExpress, except the difference here is that you have a few different filters, and you can sort by fast shipping, and pretty much everybody here is vetted. So you can ensure good quality products with good shipping. Now, anything that you see here, we can go ahead and import to our store in just a few seconds if we just click on import draft. Now, another cool thing about this is that we have a handpicked product section that actually has products that have been handpicked by expert dropshippers. And these dropshippers, that's literally what they do all day. They scour the internet looking for trending products, and they add them to here. Now, let me show you something that's actually really helpful, because if you do find a product on AliExpress that you want to import to your store that, let's say, for whatever reason you didn't find on AutoDS, you can go ahead and take this link. You can copy the link, go to your AutoDS account, click on add products and then single product, and then go ahead and paste in our link on there. Now, as you can see, we can either publish it directly to our store or we can add it to a draft. I suggest just add it to the draft, and it'll add it directly to your drafts page where you can go ahead and make any necessary edits to the listing. Now, if we look at our drafts, we can go ahead and click to edit, and then here we're going to see all of the information from the listing that we just imported. Now, this is the one that we got from the AutoDS marketplace, but it's going to look the same for whichever supplier you import from. Now on here, we can go ahead and optimize our title. We can optimize it with AI. We can go ahead and really set all of our settings. So that way we can ensure that our product ships properly and it's optimized for SEO and for our website or for our selling platform. Now, one thing that's very important on this page that I want you to see is going to be this right here, the monitoring. So with price and stock monitoring and the auto order, this is all turned on by default. But stock monitoring is pretty much going to monitor the stock on your supplier and make sure that it doesn't get to zero. And when it does get to zero, it'll automatically mark your product as out of stock. So that way you're not selling something that you don't have. Same thing goes for the price. If the price goes up, it'll automatically notify you or it'll make the change. And auto order simply means that this product is going to be ordered the moment that one of your customers places an order through your store. Typically speaking, if you don't have auto order on, you're going to have to go to your supplier's website. You're going to have to order the product manually. Now, when you do have an order come through your AutoDS system, AutoDS is going to fulfill that order for you, and it's going to pay for it based on a balance that you top up over here. Generally speaking, if you don't have this, if you're not doing auto orders or if you're not using automation, you're going to have to go to your supplier's website, fill in your customer's details, have that product shipped to your customer, and then update the tracking manually. While this works, trust me, it takes a lot longer, especially if you start scaling and you start getting more and more orders. And if you're doing things manually, you're prone to human error. It's happened to me where I put a wrong number and it ships to the completely wrong person. So just protect yourself. It just makes it a lot easier and a lot safer. All right, so once we have our listing optimized, we also have a few other tabs like the description tab. We can go ahead and edit our descriptions directly on here or optimize them with AI. And we also have our variance tab. I really like the variance tab simply because if you click on edit, let's say I want to make a profit of 200%, right? Something crazy. Then everything gets adjusted automatically. So we can sell it for $49.31. We make a 200% profit. And our profit is going to be $28.40. Now, the crazy part is this right here. The fees are already deducted from your total profit. So this right here is how much you're going to be taking home. That's how much you're actually going to be banking. So this really takes the guesswork out of your entire pricing. And it just makes it that much easier. So we can go ahead and click on save if we choose to. And if we had more variations, we can see them on here. Or if we have another variation that we find from a different seller, we can also add it through here. So you just click on add variant, you add the new ID or the new URL of the other variant, and it'll automatically be added on here as a variation of this product. Now, let me show you something that's actually very cool that AliExpress has that can help you find products that you find, let's say, on TikTok Shop. So I was looking through TikTok and I found this product right here. It's pretty much just a collapsible cup. And I paused it where I can get a clear image of the product itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a right click, or I'm gonna take a screenshot, and then I'm gonna go to the AliExpress Dropship Center over here. I'm gonna click on search by image, and then I'm gonna upload the image that I just took a screenshot of. Here we can see our image, and right here, the very first one, the portable water bottle, this is exactly what we were looking for. Click on it, and here we can find it for $1.54 with a few different variations. See how easy that was? Now we can go ahead and take this link, copy it, put it into our AutoDS account, and automatically import this to our store. Now, I've pretty much told you everything that you need to know about AliExpress, but the very next thing you need to do in order to start dropshipping from AliExpress is choosing your marketplace. So this is something that's very simple, but it's also going to be dependent on your goals. So do you want to dropship on your own platform, or do you want to dropship on somebody else's platform, on a selling platform? If you want your own website, you're going to go with Shopify, Wix, or WooCommerce. The thing with these three is that you're going to have to bring your own traffic. But the other option is selling on a selling platform, something like Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or Etsy. Each marketplace is going to have its own niche. Something like this, you're not going to sell on Etsy, but you can sell on eBay or even on Amazon. That's just something that you need to keep in mind because a lot of people just simply go with Shopify and expect to start getting sales. You always have to remember that on your own website, you're going to have to bring in your own traffic. You're going to have to do your own marketing in order for people to know that that website even exists. Whereas on a selling platform, again, like eBay or Etsy, these already have organic traffic. They already have people going into them looking to make a purchase. But the difference here is that with one of these selling platforms, you're going to be competing with a lot of other people on that same platform selling the same product. So it's really going to depend on your listing information, the description, how optimized it is, your product images, all that stuff. Because honestly, on a platform, more than likely, you're not going to be able to adjust or customize your selling page, whereas on your website, you can to make it a bit more converting. It really depends on what works best for you. I personally like doing marketplaces. It's a lot easier for me to sell on there. But if I have a good product that I know I can make some good ads for, then I can go ahead and sell a product on Shopify and start making either organic content for TikTok or simply just start running ads on Facebook or on TikTok as well. So when it comes to AliExpress, there's a lot of things that you need to watch out for, but it can be a very, very lucrative supplier. You can find products on there before you'll find them anywhere else. You can literally find trending products on here before they even start trending. You just need to take the time, look through the different listings, see what they're recommending, check out the Dropship Center, and start gauging what types of products are being sold and kind of compare them to what you see on TikTok Shop. So if you see something done that's going viral, then chances are something else that's kind of similar to it might have that same potential. But the very last thing I'm going to leave you with is make sure that you always attend to your customers, whether it's pre-purchase or post-sale. If a customer has a question about a product, answer them within 24 hours. If you don't, they're probably going to go somewhere else and they're going to forget that they ever messaged you in the first place. And same thing goes for post-purchase. After somebody makes a purchase, take care of that customer, because if you do, chances are they'll either be repeat buyers or they can recommend more people to your store. So that was my quick start guide on how you can get started dropshipping with AliExpress. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also remember that you can grab a $1 trial for AutoDS for the next 2 weeks so you can enjoy automation and all the different features that we have to offer. Huge thank you once again to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. My name is Mario with AutoDS, and I'll catch you all next time.